losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last.
Thank you guys for letting me know there's no sound. Oh no, I'm not having a good day. Okay, I've been away with a strike from YouTube for a week. And I got sidetracked with other things. So today we're going to do the Twitter files supplemental. I don't know if it's another Twitter files or what it is, but it's got a lot to do with little shifty shift. Can you hear me now? Just let me know you can hear me. I don't know if anyone can. Yep, okay, excellent. Okay, let me just move things around a bit. We're going to go straight on to, sorry about that guys. Oh, hang on. Move my head out of the way. Is that better on that side? Okay. Matt Taibbi said Twitter files supplemental, more Adam Schiff ban requests and de-amplification. And we've also got a reply from the FBI, okay? So we'll see what happens here. Staff of House Democrat Adam Schiff wrote to Twitter quite often asking that tweets be taken down. I had a video removed with him in it and they said it was cyberbullying and it was his face. YouTube. This important use of taxpayers' resources involved in Ask About Peter Douche. Okay, parody photo of Joe Biden. The DNC made the same request. Sloppy Joe is trending. I wonder if it's because of this. You can tell it's a deep fake because Jill Biden isn't covering for him. What's this? Biden soon. Dems, this is fine. Oh my goodness. Okay, Sloppy Joe is trending. Wonder if it's because of this. Can't tell. It's a deep fake because Jill Biden isn't covering for him. The real issue was Donald Trump retweeted the Biden pic. To its credit, Twitter refused to remove it, with Trust and Safety Chief Yoel Roth saying it had obvious humorous intent, and any reasonable observer, apparently not a Schiff staffer, could see it was doctored. Okay, oh wow, that's pretty blurry. This is a pretty clearly edited GIF created with humorous intent. Any reasonable observer could identify it's doctored. There's no nexus to harm anyone involved. It's not a violation of our rules. From Yoel. Schiff staffer Jeff Lowenstein didn't give up, claiming there was a slippery slope concern here. And it is. Hi, Lauren. Oh, God, these are blurry. So it's not just the screen this time. I don't know if you can see this properly, but my screen's blurry as. We're familiar with the manipulated media policy, and I can see some reasons why, in context, this tweet would not violate it. But stepping back, it is something of a candidate using machine. I can't read that. Manipulated image. Oh my goodness. To damage his opponent, which the crux of the concern that Rep Schiff and many others had about deepfakes and their abuse. We're prepared to accept it doesn't fall under the policy given, but there's a slippery slope concern here, and I think it bears further explanation from Twitter why that is the case. Because the next, part of this could easily be more malicious and less obvious. Okay. Wow, that's not good for my eyes. Hi, Jeff. Thanks for the follow-up. I'm happy to walk you through our policy. Would you be available for a quick phone call today or tomorrow, perhaps 1:30 to 4 p.m. today, or any time tomorrow afternoon? Twitter also refused requests for bans of content about Schiff and his staff. Example, complete suppression of any and all search results about Mr. Misko and other committee staffers. Twitter said this would not be conceivable. For their listed asks, demands, in the attached PDF, many fall outside of any remediations available under the cited policies. For example, a sweeping removal of any and all content about Mr. Misko and other committee staff from its service, to include quotes, retweets and reactions to that content, as well as complete suppression of any and all search results about Mr. Misko and other committee staff, is not something that would be able to be done here, or is conceivable by any active policies I know of. Even when Twitter didn't suspend an account, that didn't mean they didn't act. Schiff's office repeatedly complained about QAnon-related activity that were often tweets about other matters like the identity of the Ukraine whistleblower or the Steele dossier. Pat Reid said, what else could Senate be doing? November 2019, Rep Schiff staffer Sean Misko worked with ex-CIA leaker Eric we couldn't even say that at one point on YouTube, Caramella, in the White House, and is linked to Burisma-backed think tank from the Gateway Pundit. Funny, all five were involved in the fake dossier paid for by Hillary Clinton, set up by Schiff, while using Eric Carmilla and Sean Misko, both employees, to lie in order to cover up the real quid pro quo by Biden. Paul Sperry, ex-alumno de la CIA. Sean Misko, oh God, I can't read that. I just realised that was in a completely different language and I can't read that. Okay, the goddess said, that would be fair, but it does appear that the bad apples need to be dispersed first so they don't sabotage him. Remember good Jen Petraeus, General Flynn for FBI Director? I'm assuming Flynn would be their kryptonite and he would clean house. The goddess said he probably would, but you don't always know about the intentions of people you see, like Eric Caramella and Sean Misko. All their names are out there now, aren't they? Twitter policy at the time didn't ban QAnon, but de-amplified such accounts. About the batch of tweets that included those above, Twitter execs wrote, we can internally confirm that a number of the accounts flagged are already included in this de-amplification. Hey all, circling back. Oh, we got some circle back, girl. We reviewed the flag accounts and content and actioned one user for ban evasion, but the remaining were not suspendable under this policy. Just as described in our coordinated harmful activity policy, our current stance toward QAnon on Twitter is not a suspension-based policy. Engaging in QAnon-related activity on Twitter results in de-amplification, meaning that we don't actively recommend the accounts and the product, and we downrank, but not remove, their content when they're engaged in swarming. We can internally confirm that a number of accounts flagged are already included in this de-amplification. We do ban accounts designated under coordinated harmful activity if they push QAnon from multiple accounts or if they're evading a ban, which was the case for one flagged user. Schiff's office had a concern about de-amplification, though it might make it harder for law enforcement to track the offending tweeters. We appreciate greatly. We are curious whether any de-amplification measures implemented by Twitter's enforcement team, which we appreciate greatly, could impede the ability of law enforcement to search Twitter for potential threats about Misko and other HPSCI staff. Was that Schiff in the skiff? Question about de-amplification, they pretty much said that. Okay. For more, watch Sellenberger, MD, Barry Weiss, L.H. Fang, David Zwig, Alex Berenson and others. Twitter had no editorial input. Searches were carried out by third parties, so the documents could be limited. And we have FBI responds to Twitter files. When was this? December the 21st. Says it didn't request any action on specific tweets. Okay, the Federal Bureau of Investigation is responding to Twitter files revealing that the agency regularly contacted employees at the social media giant to notify them of accounts that may constitute violations of the company's terms of service. They were really concerned. FBI officials told Fox News that the agency didn't ask Twitter employees to take action based on the information provided, and said the information was provided so that Twitter employees can make a determination on whether to take action. They're just concerned. They really didn't ask anyone to be taken down, did they? We are providing it so they can take whatever action they deem appropriate under their terms of service to protect their platform and protect their customers, but we never direct or ask them to take action, the FBI officials said. Substack writer and journalist Matt Taibbi tweeted multiple internal files between Twitter workers and FBI employees as part of the 6th installment of the Twitter files. Wow, this is from way back then. Hello, Twitter contacts. FBI San Francisco is notifying you of the below accounts which may potentially constitute violations of Twitter's terms and service, blah, blah, blah. They always do this. In the email, an FBI employee listed several Twitter accounts which might violate their terms of service. One of the emails shared by Taibbi shows the public sector engagement squad at FBI's San Francisco office notifying Twitter employees of account activities that potentially constitute violation of Twitter's terms of service. Another tweet flagged by the FBI states, Americans vote today, Democrats you vote Wednesday 9th. Which sounds like a joke to me. Sorry, I don't know, but that's what it sounds like. An FBI employee wrote in an email that one user claimed in her post that she has a ballot counter in her state, and an additional post states, for every negative comment on this post, I'm adding another vote for the Democrats. And if you're not wearing a mask, I'm not counting your vote. Taibbi said that tweet from the user claiming to be a ballot counter was satirical. Okay. FBI may have violated First Amendment with Twitter moderation requests, experts warn. Twitter's former Deputy General Counsel Jim Baker was told in one email shared by independent journalist Michael Schellenberger that the company has collected $3,415,323 from the FBI. What for? I thought they were just concerned. Doesn't seem that way now, does it? Jim, FYI, in 2019, Scale instituted a reimbursement program for our legal processes response from the FBI. Prior to the start of the program, Twitter chose not to collect under the statutory right of reimbursement for the time spent processing requests from the FBI. A former Twitter employee wrote, it looks like they were paying them to remove people. That's what it looks like to me. That's just what it looks like. Okay. The FBI official did not deny the multi-million-dollar payment to Twitter, but said it was a reimbursement. Yeah, right. However, the FBI official said we don't just reimburse Twitter, suggesting that FBI has reimbursed other social media platforms as well. Hello, YouTube. The FBI officials also said they didn't give Twitter employees specific instructions or details regarding the Hunter Biden laptop story. When asked if the FBI used back-channel communications with Twitter employees to suppress or spike the Hunter Biden laptop story, the FBI officials said we did not request anything of the sort. Well, the emails show differently. Okay, we focus on activities attributed to foreign actors, not on the content or narrative, the FBI officials said when asked if the agency provided no information to Twitter employees directly or indirectly or regarding Russian influence and Hunter Biden. In a statement shared with Fox News, an FBI spokesperson said, the correspondence between the FBI and Twitter show nothing more than examples of our traditional, long-standing and ongoing federal government and private sector engagements, which involve numerous companies over multiple sectors and industries. Really? Have they been doing this with them as well? I'd like to know. As evidenced in the correspondence, the FBI provides critical information to the private sector in an effort to allow them to protect themselves and their customers. I'm sure they do. Not. The men and women of the FBI work every day to protect the American public. Well, it seems they're working against them at the moment. Even going as far as to create things events. It is unfortunate that the conspiracy theorists and others are feeding the American public misinformation. Oh, really? With the sole purpose of attempting to discredit the agency, the spokesperson added. I don't think so. I think people are just pointing out what's going on. Okay, has there been any more from Schellenberger? Oh yeah, coverage of Biden and Trump's mishandled classified documents reveal media double standard, of course. Is there 3 or 4 lots of Biden classified information now he's got? It's like up to 4? Is it 5 yet? Oh, and by the way, Jean-Pierre, what's her name? Was saying that as soon as they knew, they were upfront and honest about it. Well, they knew back in November, apparently. At first, they said Biden fessed up right away. He only had a few top secret documents. The VP can declassify them. Now they admit we don't know how many top secret documents he had. There's no evidence he ever declassified them. And he didn't fess up until he was caught. Exactly. Over the last week, journalists at all the major news outlets wrote explainers claiming the evidence definitively proved that Trump's alleged crimes were gargantuan, whereas whatever Biden has done was probably just gigantic misunderstanding. Now they're backpedaling. Turns out that Biden knew about the mishandled documents as early as November the 2nd, 2022, a week before the election. And it kept it a secret until a news organisation forced the Biden administration to fess up. It's now clear we don't know how many classified documents Biden had, and so the claims that Trump had 30 times more classified documents than Biden rested on false assumptions. Of course it did. And now New York Times says it's not clear that VPs can legally declassify documents. The 2003 executive order does not explicitly say whether VPs have supervisory authority over departments and agencies for the purpose of declassifying information. Whatever the case, what is clear is that Trump has claimed that he declassified the documents, whereas Biden has not. Mr. Biden has not claimed that he declassified any of the documents from his time as vice president that his lawyers found at his private office and garage. And I believe they found more elsewhere now. Some in the back of the Corvette, maybe? I don't know. In the boot? Mr. Trump has publicly claimed that before leaving office, he declassified all the items that ended up at his Florida club and residence. No credible evidence. My goodness. Where am I up to? I lost my spot. Okay, I think I read that one there. And that one. None of this means that 2 cases are equivalent or that Biden's behaviour was worse or more illegal than Trump's. What it means is that nobody at this point knows, and all the reporters who confidently reassured readers that they did know are full of it. Lol. The Washington Post says journalists laboured to contextualise a matter made all the more complex by the shadow of former President Donald Trump's own ongoing classified documents scandal. And they grid against partisan criticism that they're going too hard or soft on the story. Michael Schellenberger tweets himself and says public coverage of Biden and Trump's mishandled classified documents reveal media double standard, which it does. What else have we got? Okay. So that's what we've got there. What else is happening? Oh, there's been a lot going on this week. Trust me to take the week off and get barred from YouTube. Oh, unbelievable. The WEF elites are demanding unvaccinated pilots after they forced their puppet governments to get everyone vaccinated, including pilots. No unvaccinated should go and work for them at all. No, leave them. Let them have the vaccinated ones. They wanted it, let them have them. Oh my God. Who else have we got? Oh, breaking. The CDC is now investigating a possible link between something and strokes. A medical intervention and strokes. Yep, there you go. They admit it. The start of unraveling the narrative. I heard Klaus Schwab talking about a cyber attack that would bring the world to a standstill. So you know what they're planning next, don't you? It's coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. George Soros revealed as player behind Twitter operation to shut down. Oh, of course he is. It'd be his money, would it? Describe Adam Schiff using only one word. Weasel. Oh dear. Biden's handlers did not just suddenly discover tropes of purloined classified documents. You're watching the cover-up of an even bigger scandal in real time. And I can see things about kids coming out. I can see things about, like, you know, Balenciaga and all that. You can see things really starting to come out. The drip is turning into a flood. It really is. And the last week has sort of proven it to me. I just thought, I cannot keep up. By the time I get to do a video again, yeah, I'm going to be way behind. Tim Young said, so the FBI would never have raided Mar-a-Lago if Trump just kept his documents in his garage with a Corvette. Got it. Okay, we're just going over this. This is just my home page. I do have some things in bookmarks. What have I got in there? There's a bit in there. Okay, Charles C.W. Cook said this is one of the creepiest parts of modern progressivism. AOC had never tweeted about stoves before yesterday, but she did for the first time. Her tone was one of weary condescension, not condensation, toward the bitter enders whom she's been trying to inform for years. It's cultish. She said, did you know that ongoing exposure to NOT from gas stoves is linked to reduced cognitive performance? And it was in response to Ronnie Jackson saying, I'll never give up my gas stove. If the maniacs in the White House come for my stove, they can pry it from my cold, dead hands. Come and take it. Anyway, she said the way we're handling it in NYC isn't to force people to switch what they already have. Folks can keep their appliances, and new buildings in NYC will have gas-free stoves. Okay, they want us all to go onto electricity, which they're going to try and run with solar and wind, which is not going to keep up, which means you're going to have everything turned off. This is, at least gas is a backup. If your electricity goes out, you can still cook. You can still have a shower. Wow. But no, apparently not according to, no result for stoves from, okay, so she's deleted that. Oops. And then she tried to turn around and say, oh no, we didn't say that. I'm pretty sure. April 2010, January 2023. January 10, 2023. Of course, we need a ban on the future sale of gas stoves. Everybody knows that. Update patch 15205 was installed successfully. If the same people wanted instead to go after electric stoves, they could do so, and with the same levels of stridency they're currently exhibiting. All that would change is the details, which, with electric stoves, relates to much higher fire risk. It's all hysterical and pretextual. A 2020 NFPA study shows that electric ranges cause fire at 2.6 times the rate of gas, death at 3.4 times, injury at 4.8 times, and property damage at 3.8 times. Progressives don't care because they've decided to go after the other type. Okay. Oh, the children under Getty Museum? Ooh, occupy the Getty. Ooh, okay. Madonna is under fire following a call from a charitable organisation known as the Ethiopian World Federation, EWF, for the government of Malawi to investigate her orphanage on suspicion of human trafficking and exploitation in a bad way. I can't see. Oh, by the way, I've got glasses on the way. I went for my eye test the other day. Oh, okay. Woo. Oh, thank you, Luna. God love you. Madonna is under fire following a call from a charitable organisation known as the Ethiopian World Federation for the government of Malawi to investigate her orphanage on suspicion of human trafficking, sexual exploitation, fraud, and exposing the children under her organisation's care to homosexual and transgender propaganda. The Aging Material Girl, Polyester Girl, made headlines in the 2000s when she began adopting her 4 children from Malawi, despite not having met adoption requirements such as living in Malawi for at least 18 continuous months. At the time, Breitbart reports the singer was accused of leveraging her fame and wealth to bully Malawian officials and demand VIP treatment. In 2006, Madonna founded Raising Malawi, which, according to its website, supports orphans and vulnerable children with critical resources including education, medical care, food and shelter, and psychosocial support. So not psychological, psychosocial. Who's this? Raising Malawi said wise words from Madonna, who founded Raising Malawi in 2006. She has now supported Malawi orphans and vulnerable children for more than a decade. How did you learn about Raising? I did not learn about it at all, actually. The EWF, a group that formed in 1937 to assist Ethiopians who settled abroad, has since expanded to what Malawi's Nyasa Times calls global diaspora. Asked Malawian President Lazarus Chakwera to restrict Madonna's and her associates' accessibility to Africa and African children as a precautionary measure until a thorough investigation is done into child trafficking, sex exploitation, slavery, adoption, reversal, threat of coercion, fraud, deception, and abuse of power or vulnerability. Reports the Nyasa Times. The Federation quotes Malawi Penal Code that provides in Section 137A indecent practices between females. Any female person who, whether in private or public, commits any act of gross indecency with another female person, or procures another female person to commit any act of gross indecency with her, or attempt to procure the commission of any such act by any female person with herself or with another female person, whether in public or private, shall be guilty of an offence and shall be liable to imprisonment for 5 years. The EWF cited the pop star's 1992 coffee table book, Sex, which features adult content including softcore pornography and simulations of sexual acts including sadomasochism, the derival of sexual gratification from the infliction of physical pain or humiliation either on another person or on oneself. Oh, YouTube's going to kill me. Oh no. Gay porn stars were photographed in pornographic pictures of Madonna performing vulgar acts with the same sex, which should have been disclosed during her adoption case. In 2006, in Lilongwe, Malawi, oh my goodness, the petition states Madonna had to sign a contract that forbade the book from including images of child pornography, bestiality, or religious imagery. Wow. Shortly after, would that have been in there if Madonna didn't sign that contract? Shortly after signing that agreement, Madonna founded a company called Maverick, a partnership with Time Warner. It continues. She now holds total artistic control over any work released by Maverick, who is now the book's publisher. The agreement she signed with Time Warner with the sexually explicit content in the book Sex was null and void. As a result, the EWF alleges the psychology behind her ability to release child porn, religious imagery, bestiality, vulgar pornography has prompted her to open an orphanage in Malawi named Raising Malawi in 2006 to host social experiments on vulnerable African children. Oh my goodness. Madonna has, from the early days of her career, marketed her sexuality with great success. In 1984, she shocked MTV viewers when she seductively rolled around on the floor of the network's award stage, wearing a wedding dress and singing like a virgin. Every year since, it seems the singer has done her best to offend, much like the shock jocks of a bygone era, with even more provocative performances. Yeah, until she's licking out of a dog bone looking so demented. Okay, but the damning EWF allegations differ from the hand-wringing of concerned Gen X parents in that Madonna is closely tied with disgraced designer Balenciaga, whose recent bondage teddy bear shoot revealed a pattern of sexualizing and exploiting children. In late September, Madonna tweeted out, BITCH, I'm Balenciaga. Yeah, I'm sure she did. Oh my God, I thought she had a child in her arms for a minute then. I'm saying, no, get the child out of her arms. And then there are all the pictures of Madonna with her adopted son, David Banda. Madonna's being accused of using David Banda for sexual exploitation and social experiments today, the Nyasa Times reports. Pictures are awash on social media of David Banda wearing female clothes, makeup and wearing earrings, whilst holding hands like two lovers. Oh, this is getting weirder. The EWF suspects Madonna of using the 4 children she adopted as social experiment in response to the heavy LGBTQ community push for sodomy in America, and accuses the Malawian government of failing to do a complete social background check on the adopted parent. We firmly believe that Malawi has been robbed of its most precious resource, its children. The EWF states in its petition in 2013 the country accused Madonna of bullying state officials and making diva demands, and of citing her Raising Malawi charity as the reason for doing so. It isn't the first time an activist group has sounded alarm bells over celebrity adoptions and their potential to encourage sexual abuse and human trafficking, Breitbart reports. Yeah, it makes you think about what's her name? Jolie's children as well. Who else did that? Following Madonna's adoption of 2 young girls in 2017, a Malawian's children's charity called Eye of the Child alleged that the singer's adoptions would facilitate child trafficking. We are really putting our children in a big danger, Eye of the Child director Maxwell Matawir told Reuters at the time. Madonna's act definitely would facilitate trafficking of children through encouraging more adoption. Most of the adoption cases that have been allowed by social welfare and the High Court have been questionable in terms of the process. There is a lot of corruption, he said, adding, the Madonna adoption would basically just open up for more children to be recruited. You're sending a wrong signal to the orphanages. Reports Breitbart, these critics said that if governments waived adoption rules to accommodate celebrities, other applicants would demand waivers from the rules as well, eliminating safeguards against impoverished children getting adopted for sinister purposes. One activist from Uganda told Reuters his country has prosecuted cases of children adopted so their organs could be harvested and sold. Another concern was that foreign celebs brandishing huge sums of money would inspire impoverished parents to simply sell their children. Both Madonna and another celebrity adopter, actress Angelina Jolie, have been accused of adopting children whose parents were still alive, apparently unwitting in Jolie's case. Naturally, Madonna has argued that many governments in developing countries harm orphans with restrictions that make it difficult for foreign would-be parents to adopt. She and her adopted Malawian children were vacationing in Malawi just last week. Mate, honestly, I'd get any child away from that woman. Oh, dear God. Here's more on Madonna. David Vance, how it started, how it ended. Oh, my goodness. Polyester girl, so shiny. Oh my goodness. Okay, apparently there's a case going on, Missouri versus Biden. The federal government pitches a fit when the court requires them to do routine things that ordinary defendants do all the time, like sit for a deposition. And there's a huge thread here. I might have to read this one tomorrow. How long have I been going, guys? 34 minutes? Not that long, is it? Okay, let's have a look. Tracy Beans. Thread, there have been a few new... She got deleted from YouTube too, didn't she? Oh, well. There have been a few new important filings in the Missouri versus Biden case. If this is your first time hearing about this case, I recommend you take a look through this thread to bring yourself up to speed. It'll be detailing the fight for deposition and more below. Okay. There's 3 links should begin at the beginning of this thread. Details you can read. Bombshell court order outlines proven government big tech censorship. Judge smacks down government attempt to appeal or not sit for a deposition. The Twitter files are peanuts. New filing in Missouri versus Biden. Hang on, what? Okay, so there's a lot more than just that. I might have to do a video on this one alone, guys, because that will take a little while to go through. Okay, I'm going to put that one to the side for now. I'll do a video on it. Tommy Vex said, and this was a reply to the Hodge twins, 3 mass murderers want to make sure you and your family is healthy and safe from the bioweapon they made. Whoops. I don't think so. Mass murderers, I'd say so, definitely. And Gates is one of them. The Bradford file said Biden had classified documents for years, not raided. Trump had declassified documents for months and he was raided. The Blunt Truth said game time, and Layla said, I often say you'll smile when you see what's coming, but I really, really mean it more than ever now. Buckle up, you're in for a show. I do believe that is correct. This year's going to be. If you thought the last 2 years were insane, well, buckle up because this year's going to be even worse. And I'm hearing financial. I'm hearing Klaus Schwab say that, total blackout, kind of everything would go down. Everything. Okay. Just the facts. Let's have a look at this one. Biden crime syndicate. Biden's stolen classified documents relate to US government activity in Ukraine. Obama-Biden admin in mid-January of 2019, Joe Biden visited Ukraine and the people in and around the government were perplexed. Is this a thread or... Okay, I don't have to read this. Okay, in the final days of the Obama and Biden administration in mid-January of 2017, Joe Biden visited Ukraine. The people in and around the government were perplexed about the actual intent of the visit. Why was it important for Joe Biden to visit Ukraine in the last week of the Obama administration? Of course, we're not aware of the specific task which Joe Biden wants to solve in Kiev on January 15th. There are only versions, a part of which are voices by the interviewed experts. We can only state the obvious. After Maidan, the values of Ukraine and problems related to it has increased sharply in the US foreign policy. All this time, Joe Biden was the main one responsible supervisor in Obama's administration for the policy towards Ukraine, and he'll always have some important thing to discuss with the Ukrainian leaders. So the question of Ukraine form is this. Why is the US Vice President Joe Biden is visiting Ukraine in the last week of his term? Was that where he said he was going to fire he wasn't going to give them their $6 billion unless they fire the investigator? Biden is getting prepared for the possible consideration of the issue of the effectiveness of aid to Ukraine in the US Congress. Oh, so to keep the money flowing. Oh, yeah, I get it. Donald Trump said they would carry out an audit of investments in security and democracy in Ukraine. For 8 years, the US administration has turned a blind eye to our corruption and gave a lot of money through the IMF and various funds, and all this disappeared somewhere. Trump, as the new director of the company under the name of the United States, wants to know where that money went. Biden may become a subject of consideration in the US Congress on the effectiveness of aid that went to Ukraine, and then he will be asked where the money of the American taxpayers went. Keep in mind that CNN receives information from the State Department. The Department of State and CNN have a collaborative relationship. So when CNN receives exclusive information from exclusive sources, and the issues generally pertain to foreign affairs, we can be generally confident the information comes from the State Department. Apparently, according to CNN sources, the classified documents that Joe Biden took with him from the Obama administration pertain to US government affairs related to Ukraine, Iran, and the United Kingdom. Via CNN, among the items from Joe Biden's time as Vice President, discovered in a private office last fall, are 10 classified documents including US intelligence memos and briefing materials that covered topics including Ukraine, Iran, and the United Kingdom, according to a source familiar with the matter. The documents were dated between 2013 and 2016, according to the source. They were found in 3 or 4 boxes also containing unclassified papers that fall under the Presidential Records Act, the source said. The vast majority of the boxes in the office contain personal Biden family documents, including materials about Beau Biden's funeral arrangements and condolence letters, the source told CNN. It is not clear if the boxes with classified documents contain personal materials. Considering how the Biden family syndicate, especially specifically Hunter Biden, was deeply enmeshed in the Ukraine energy sector via Burisma Holdings and the family interests as an outcome of the vice president using his influence to sell US policy therein, it would seem that Joe Biden was securing classified documents favourable to his corrupt financial interests. Those classified Ukraine documents were then transferred to the Penn Biden office facility. The documents were discovered when Mr. Biden's personal attorneys were packing files housed in a locked closet to prepare to vacate office space at the Penn Biden Center in Washington, D.C. How many lawyers, attorneys go in and pack the files up for someone else? Wow. Okay, I didn't know they did that. Sorba said in a statement to CBS News, it would make sense the documents would be related to corrupt US government activity as it relates to the use of foreign policy for financial gain. The similarity of purpose between the Biden syndicate and the Clinton syndicate are similar, and Joe Biden was previously chairman of the Senate Foreign Affairs Committee prior to Barack Obama selecting him as 2008 VP nominee. What the Senate Intelligence Committee is to the CIA intelligence community, so too is the Senate Foreign Relations Committee to the US State Department. This larger aspect would also explain why the people in around Joe Biden selected Anthony Blinken as Secretary of State and Jake Sullivan, former Clinton aide, as National Security Advisor. Both Blinken and Sullivan are skilled bagmen familiar with the process of selling US foreign policy for their principals, Joe and Hillary. If the House begins peeling back the layers of Hunter Biden's laptop, eventually they'll find evidence of Joe selling foreign policy as a method for personal financial gains. The trail has been very well documented in the lead up to his run for higher office. It would make sense the classified documents relate specifically to this part of the Biden crime syndicate. Okay, now where's the rest of the thread? About the actual intent of the visit, why was it important for Joe Biden to visit Ukraine in the last week of the Obama administration? What's this? Okay, news clips. Biden's phone call with President Petro Poroshenko. That's what I thought. Okay, it could be that time that he threatened to hold it back to $6 billion unless they fired the prosecutor who is investigating his son. Keep in mind that CNN receives information from the State Department. The Department of State and CNN have a collaborative relationship. So when CNN receives, I read that. I pretty much read that. Okay, yes. Well, because I read the article, I think I've just pretty much read the whole, what he's trying to say here in his thread. Yep. Attorneys were packing files housed in a locked closet to prepare to vacate. See, this bit really gets to me. I don't know. How many attorneys do you know who are going to go in and start packing up your paperwork for you? I don't care who you are. I've never heard of it before. Oh, then we've got this. Have I got the sound on? Yes, I have. Okay. Oh, mate. I think you injected the steroids in the wrong spot. No. Oh, my God. Okay, hang on. Did anyone understand that? What the hell was that? I think he's injected... Oh, the implants, sorry. Oh, whatever. Yeah, they've fallen down, mate. He needs to push them back up again. What the hell was that, even? No idea. Oh, yeah, and cornholio. Sorry. You couldn't hear it, Alex. Oh, no. Yeah, this person called Cornholio said, F me, that was a massive effing tremor because there was an earthquake in Darwin on the 10th of January, 5 days ago. That's how far behind I am. And it started in Indonesia with tremors felt in the Northern Territory. So, yeah, stay down, mate. I wouldn't be moving much either. In fact, you probably want to get outside and lay down on the ground. No, that's what I'd do. I'd be outside laying on the ground. Not near trees either. Oh, God, I'd be lost. There's trees everywhere here, so if there's an earthquake here, I wouldn't know what to do. Sorry, if anyone's injured, I'm not making fun of the earthquake. I'm just... Oh, dear. Okay, no, there's no more to that one. The earthquake in Indonesia. This is in Darwin. Apparently, hang on. Oh, yeah, let play. Okay. Little bit freaky, not too bad. I want to say as far as earthquakes go, but then again, it depends on where you are and how bad it is. I can't hear anything. Oh, yeah, it's moving. Oh, is that it? Okay, what about this one? It's just sound. Obviously late at night. I think it was like 3 in the morning. Helena said, a 7.9 earthquake north of Darwin and silent lightning storms here in the west. An eventful night for Australia. No one slept, I don't think, and with my cat hiding under my chair all night. So some silent lightning storms, apparently. Not thunder and lightning, just lightning. Wonder what else is going on there. It did make me think something was going on. Because when you get lightning, it's normally not far behind that there's thunder. Normally. Usually. No, that might have been wind. I thought I heard something then, like a rumble, but I don't know. Anyway, okay, that'll probably be it for today with the news. Okay, where are we? Let me just bring this back around. Oh, move around. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to try and catch up now. Oh, dear. Hey Sherry, hey Release Epstein client list. Alex, how you going? Mark, how you going? Robert, how you going? I am Kai, how you going? Luna, how you going? Carl, how you going? Who else have we got? I think that Selena, how you going? Carl said, are you on YouTube parole? Yes, I'm on YouTube parole now until 7th of April or something. The strike they take you down for a week, but then what happens is it stays up, and if I get another one before the 7th of April, I'll be gone for 2 weeks. So what happened was I had one that was still ongoing up until the 5th of January. Would you believe it? And what date did I get another strike? The 7th of January. So they waited till one ended, stuck another one on me, so in case I make a mistake, they can just go, bang, you're gone for 2 weeks, and next time you're gone completely. So this is the game we're playing. Who's going to release the YouTube files? Can someone please do that? I am Kai said, Carl, you got to find the movie The Walking Deceased to get the joke. Oh. Selena, oh, caught you early. Hey, Crow, how you going? Release Epstein client list said, was the China Joe really a deep fake? Really, it looked like something it would do. Yeah. Looks like how he should be normally, like in normal everyday life, sitting there with his tongue hanging out to the side and, you know, get a blankie on him, drool coming out, you know, that kind of thing. Hey, George, how you going? Luna said, I won't be commenting as much as I'm helping my sister move out, but we love listening. Oh, God love you. Good luck with the move. Alex said, hey, release Epstein client list out to lunch. Fred loves Donna and Donna loves Fred. Oh, and by the way, because I did show it on my other channel, but not many people are on there, I got a Christmas card. I think I did show you the other one I got from Mrs. Peel last week. I think she was on Rumble asking where I was. I've still got to go and do that video for Rumble. But then I got this beautiful, beautiful card. And I can't show you all of it. From Liam. But I got this amazing thing. It's a federal victory note from 2016. So I'm going to treasure this. I probably will put it in a frame. But that is amazing. And I got sent a photo as well. So thank you guys. I've started getting mail in now, rather than just junk mail that the post office puts in the PO box. I don't know why they do that. I am Kai said, basically the joke is Guy finds son named Jeff or something, keeps yelling Carl, name of son from Walking Dead for no reason. Hey Deb, how you going? Okay. Or rect, I get it, rectal. I don't know what you guys are talking about there. Hey Missy T, how you doing? I was trying to get on Wheezy's stream with him to talk to him, and I couldn't. Skype, I don't know what my password is. Oh my God, I couldn't get in. And George as well. Everyone's saying hello. Was a nice catch up. It was. I am Kai said, this scuttlebutt just in, London Bridge is falling down. Doo-dah, doo-dah. London Bridge is falling down. All the doo-dah day. Oh dear. Okay. Release Epstein client list said, why would Twitter flag things about the letter Q if there wasn't something to talk about? Exactly. Hey, I've got something else to read to you. Hang on. I've got to bring it up for 1 sec. Let me just put this down. Cats aren't coming near the keyboard. Okay, where am I? You got to search exactly for it. It won't come up. There we are. Don't mind me, I'm just searching for something. Hey, what happened there? Okay. MSDNC con. The country is divided and Dementia Joe currently taking early stage dementia medication is leading across the board. That's not what I wanted. Hang on. Whoa, what is going on with this thing? My computer's been really weird, by the way. And that just disappeared. Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday's stream either. I did a stream yesterday on the other channel, and yeah, something really weird happened at the end. I could not end the stream. Okay, how do you amplify a desired theme narrative? MSDNC controls what you see. Okay. System of control. Many choose the path of least resistance. For many, you cannot tell them the truth. You must show them. That's what we're seeing. Only at the precipice will people find the will, strength to change and break the system of control, meaning be free. We the people have been betrayed for a very long time. Will you stand for God and country, for freedom, for humanity? Where we go one. Only at the precipice, moment of destruction, will people find the will to change. We're at the precipice, swamp fighting back, remain calm, we're here for a reason. And I just wanted to remind everybody of that. There's a reason we're seeing what we're seeing. We're going through what we're going through. Because until all this is, we're all affected by it and we're all shown, then, you know, no one will find the will to change. Release Epstein client list said, I know you'll hit the like, right? I am Kai said, I just butchered the song Valerie to batteries in my head. Alex said, King's just being a naughty schoolboy. I am Kai said, I'm a song butcher and a half. George said, the politicians are corrupt, lining their pockets. Yep, exactly. Robert Debicki said, new codes in the glove box. Haha. Oh, you never know. Yeah, and Hunter, didn't Hunter own that house anyway with the Porsche in the the Corvette in the garage? I'm pretty sure Hunter owned that house, or he was renting, or he said he owned it. One of them. Yes, they are, George. I'd say get rid of the lot, said Alex. Selena said 31 watching, 19 likes. We can do better. I can't even see how many people are liking or watching. Release Epstein client list said need pilots taking them to the spa. Hey MJ, how you doing? Kevin, how you going? MJ said, felt like forever, lol, Hev is back. Yeah, I got a strike. So there was no uploading for a week, but I took the time to do the things I needed to do. Like I had to babysit for 3 days anyway. And I went and got my eyes checked. And I've been running up and down taking medication for my mum's dog and it was just going everywhere. So Sherry said, my gas stove identifies as electric. Exactly. Oh dear. And thank you, Luna. God love you. King Snurgle Gurgles has said Operation Underlord starts this coming March 15. Things start heating up fast from then on, but the public won't hear anything about it for quite a while. Well, I think we'll probably know things are going, like not all of it, but we'll know little things are going on. Alex is saying, what's that about, King? I am Kai said 706. Have I got live chat on? Yes, I do. I am Kai said I will not restart my phone. Alex said that's like Oprah with a school in South Africa where they found dead babies and the schoolgirls being abused. Exactly. Deb said I'm cooking pancakes. Oh, yum. I found the best pikelet recipe. Oh my goodness, it makes them fluffy and wow. I'm gonna have to do a cooking video. It was amazing because you put 1 teaspoon of bicarb in and then 2 teaspoons of cream of tartare in there, which makes the thing bubble and rise like, oh my goodness, and so light and fluffy. And I was wondering, could you put that in bread? Oh. King Snurgleson said, said, 15th of March is the Ides of March when Caesar was backstabbed. It's also a play on D-Day, which was Operation Overlord. I Am Kai says, I'm thinking chicken. Alex said, sounds yummy, Deb. I Am Kai said, also, isn't April 1st actually New Year's Day? I don't know. I've never heard that one before. That would make sense, being an April Fool's Day. Alex said, interesting, King. Rudy said, 7:09 p.m. Central. Yeah, Alex said, April Fool's Day. I Am Kai said, that's why it's named Fool's Day. Yeah, you never know. That would make sense. King Snurgle Gurgleson said, you'll start seeing certain elites turn on each other, backstabbing to escape from judgments coming their way. Alex said, I heard something like that, Kai, but I haven't looked into it. I Am Kai said 9 here too. Alex said, about bloody time, King. King Snuggle said April was the first month of the year for a much longer time than January has been. My phone started playing on its own again. What in the hell? Oh, it's Wheezy's stream. But anyway. Oh my goodness, everything's going weird here. All the equipment's weird. Okay, April was the first month of the year for a much longer time than January has been. Wow. Deb said, what? Alex said, makes sense that New Year should start in spring when everything starts growing. I Am Kai said, the stuff we don't know filled the Vatican libraries. George said, Madonna has gone to the dark side. Oh, she went a long time ago, I think. Even with her first song. Really. Like a virgin. King Snowball said, Alex, April being the first month was pagan tradition, so the Catholic Rome-based church changed it. Alex said, I think Madonna's always been on the dark side, George. Yeah. I Am Kai said, most stars are Scythian, so to speak, to stay famous. MJ said, oh God, the Bible is rising gross. Alex said, she's horrid. Anne said, sometimes I feel like a virgin, but most summer nights I feel like Eve. Good on you, Anne. MJ said, bile, damn, autocorrect. Oh, the bile is rising, yes. The bile, seeing Madonna. Oh, was that the right one? Oh, yeah, Alex said she's horrid, so it's Madonna, yep. Deb said, disgraceful. I Am Kai said, i.e. Huey Lewis in the news never stopped touring, you just weren't told anymore. George said, I used to like Madonna back in the day. She did some good tunes. Yeah, I like some of her music, but others I was like, I don't know, some of her music was, and when she bought that coffee book, whatever bloody hell it is, coffee table book, I just thought she was gross. And that concert she had with the swirly things, pointy, you know. And she lost me then. I Am Kai said, I simply know too much to like them anymore. King Snowballs said African babies were farmed out of Africa for satanic purposes for hundreds of years. All the elites know about it. Yeah, that's what we've heard. They do like Africans. Something about their blood. I don't know. That's disgusting. Anne said, I knew when Madonna started dating a dancer named Jesus, 30 years her junior, and practiced Kabbalah, yet she'd already given birth to lords. We were in the end days. I Am Kai said, I find myself searching crowded places for faces. Alex said, I've heard that there is possible crossover with pagan and the Catholic Church, King. Carl said they want your devices on smart meters so they can control the grid. Well, they want everything to go to electricity first because that's how they're going to control it with the smart meters. So they want everything electricity first, and then they can't they can't supply the electricity the way they want to through solar and wind. It's not going to keep up with the demand. I Am Kai said, sounds like the line of a song. Rudy said 7:16 p.m. Central. I Am Kai said 17. Anne said, wish they could all be polyester girls. Oh, dear. I just remember that song from the 90s, I think it was. That polyester girl, so shiny. I don't know. Darren said, hey guys, are you trying to avoid us by coming on a couple of hours later? No, Darren, I wasn't. I was actually watching Wheezy's stream this morning, which started at 9 than the time I would normally start at, but I would do it on a Saturday. But because I was banned, I was still barred from posting yesterday. I couldn't do a live here, but I did one over in the other channel. So, yes, Carl said, Alex, smart meters are dangerous too. Yeah, don't get them if you can avoid it. I Am Kai said, sweaty polyester girls. Oh, dear. Darren said, the more smart things you have, the less smart you are. Exactly. George said, the UK government is a joke. MJ said, loose ends money grabs. Now, someone's turned some sort of saw or something on. I Am Kai said, Darren, in the tube settings, turn off recommended based on what you watch. Help me with notices. I Am Kai said, Darren is correct. I don't know mine or the wife's phone number. MJ said, treasure trove. Yup. King Snurgle said, I Am Kai. I've got your wife's number, so do you need it? Whoops, said too much. Oh. Hey, Timmy. How you going? Hey, Hev, I hope all is well. Recovery's going well. Hopefully 4 to 6 weeks you'll be able to walk on your right leg again. Oh, it was your right leg too. Oh, yeah, the right leg. If you're right-handed and you break or right-footed or whatever, and you break your right, it's bad. That's bad. Oh, Timmy, I wish you the speediest recovery that you can get. I Am Kai said, you wish you had it. Everyone's saying, hey, Timmy. Alex said, the fact that Hunter has Joe's number down as Pedo Pete should tell people something. Yes, exactly. Alex said, hey, Timmy, I hope your leg feels better soon. George said, USA is effed. Susie said, hi, all. How long has Hev been on? About an hour. It depends on when you came in, because it's not telling me what time you came in. So, right now, it's an hour and 8 minutes. Darren said it's just his pet name for him, Alex, like father, like son. Alex said, what the F is that? He looks ridiculous. MJ said, I don't understand this sad pufferish human. Yeah, that guy, he had but his muscles were down here. They weren't even where they're supposed to be. They sank or something. Oh, Alex said couldn't hear it. Oh, he had a heavy Russian accent or something. I don't know, but it just didn't look right. I don't know. King Snurgle Gurgleson said, son of Popeye, either hat or vax injury from taking 2 shots. Darren said there was no sound, Hev. Oh, no. I Am Kai said that's disgusting looking. MJ said boobs on his arms. That's what it looked like. It was, and they sunk. Hey, Michelle Epp, how you going? And Susie, and I Am Kai said pit boobs. Sherry said Ted Cruz on Twitter said Hillary's emails were in Joe's files. I think he may have been joking. Who was on? I was watching Tim Pool the other day, and he had Matt Gaetz on. That was interesting, because you got Luke Radowski on there too from We Are Change, and they were all asking him some good questions. Deb said 46 minutes, Susie. Ruff said, hey, everyone, they inject oil in themselves, end up with amputation, idiots. Yeah, some people inject anything. into themselves. Okay, where am I? Oh, wow, I was way back here. Okay. I am Kai said, send him TP. MJ said, pit boobies. Sis said, thanks, Deb, waited all day. No notification. Oh, no. King Snurgle said, I am Kai. He responded to one of those constant penis enlargement ads. It was Chinese products, so it didn't work out quite as advertised. George said, so his penis shrunk? Release abstain client list said, lightning makes the thunder. That's what I thought. When the lightning cracks, then the thunder is the sound that comes. It's slightly delayed, but it does come after it. And I'm sure that the thunder is from the cracking of the lightning. Darren said they should try Spanish. Rough Popeye tried injecting himself into olive oil. MJ said, Roy's make it go away. Hey, Daisy Frog, how you going? Deb said, this show is getting weirder. Oh, it's going to get even weirder. I'm telling you, this year's going to be insane. And I realised it's going for years. It's not just going to, end. This is going to go on for years. King Snurgle said, George, I think I'll let you find that one out. Susie said, I think there'll be an announcement about Pope Francis very soon. Had a disturbing dream about Prince Charles last night. Oh, Susie said, what was the strike for? Okay. You know the footage that I showed of the fast food restaurant and the chair was thrown and the lady, whacked it away? Apparently I was promoting violence, so that's all over YouTube, so I know they're lying. Don't come at me, YouTube. George said, no thanks. Alex said, what are they going to say about Francis? Hopefully they'll arrest him, Susie. Darren said, what did you do to get a strike? You aren't pushing misinformation or causing violence. Yeah, I know, but that's what they reckon. So whatever floats their boat at the time, I think they just go, yeah, we'll go with that. Deb said, some kind of operations. King Snurgle said, Susie, let me guess, in your dream Charles turned up at your house in a large Tampax costume. Deb said, I don't know, it's a crazy show. Heather has us laughing on the floor. I am Kai said, Susie, pretty much for telling the truth. Rab said, oh, it jumped. Where did that go? Rab said, much love, Hev from Scotland. How you going, Rab? Daisy said, hey, Alex, and everyone's saying hello, Rab. And Deb said, oh no, what will I do for 2 weeks without Hev? Subscribe to the other one. Okay, there's another Hev. There's that one. And then, the only thing is if I do it on that one, it won't upload to Rumble. So I'm going to have to work something out about recording and all that sort of stuff. Susie said, has anyone else experienced bouts of extreme exhaustion and intermittent depression right now? It's intense, but doesn't feel like it's from me. Thank you, Luna. It's an external thing. And thank you, Deb, for the last one, I think it was. MJ said, 1 week was forever, lol. Oh, no, it feels that way, doesn't it? It's insane. I hate it when they do that. King Snurgle said, Susie, you need to change out your batteries from some new one. Oh, King Snurgle. Alex said, Hev went live yesterday on a second channel but wasn't able to tell anyone because of the ban. Yeah, because I can't even put up a community post letting you know. That's why I say go and sub to the other one, because you never know when stuff's going to happen. Hey, Dealey, how you going? Hey, haven't everyone have missed you all so much? I know I missed you too, you guys too. MJ said, Susie, since New Year, I nap because I'm exhausted, wiped. Yeah, I've been feeling very tired lately. Yes, I'm getting exhausted from everything. Darren said, always Susie, but the days are particularly gloomy at the moment. Sherry said, Susie, yes, same here. I'm not one to be depressed or allow myself to be depressed. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. I won't let myself sink into it anymore because I've been there. I was there for too long. So once I've pulled myself out of that, I will not, I'll have my little sad moments and then get over it. I'm right. Keep going. Gen X said, Mercury retrograde. Blessings to everyone. Okay, where I'm up to. Susie said, no, Snurgle, he may have had a coronation but won't have money with his face in reg circulation. I don't know what the time between these events is. His passing will be sudden. Darren said, is that 3 or 4 sets of classified documents found now? Boom, 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 with a hidden boom in them. Yeah, I think it's... I thought it was 4 now, because they did find another one yesterday afternoon, my time. I'm sure. Selena said, if they want me to have an electric stove, the government can buy me one and pay for the installation. Exactly. Deb said, I don't get notified from the other channel. Oh, really? Alex said, oh, yes, love a cooking video. Especially with these pikelets. Oh, they were the... Okay, you know how you go to McDonald's and you buy the pancakes? Not that I do anymore, but, you know, I used to a long time ago. And they're light and fluffy. Well, I found out how to make them that way. And the secret ingredient is cream of tartar. Cream of tartar. Whatever it's called. Tartar. Susie said, MJ and Sherry, it's unbelievable. I haven't eaten today because I'm too tired to get up and make anything. Oh, no. Alex said, oh, really, Deb? It's very rare, but if Hev gets banned, it's worth looking there for a live. Yeah, definitely. MJ said, Susie, love bubble sent your way. Grab a spoonful of peanut butter or nut bar. Dealey said, I've never had a problem with notifications. I even get notifications for channel I'm not subscribed to. That's the problem. I get notifications for some, not all, and they're weird. Like, it's weird, and then people I'm not sub to as well, like you said. Like, I get people I'm not even sub to notifications. I had to go in and sort the notifications out. God knows what she's doing to the children. Oh, no, Deb. Nicey, how you going? Good evening. Good, everyone. Much love from Columbia, South Carolina. Susie said April's a big month for the other side. Lots of red milkshake parties. I am Kai said I keep a good supply of junk food handy. I'm trying not to eat junk food, so I try and make myself something to eat. Even when I'm tired, I'll just get up and make toast if I have to. Just something, anything, you know. And stick some peanut butter on there. Alex, I'm sure Madonna did a music video where she was actually having sex in it. Not sure what the song was, though. Darren said, I don't care when the start of the year is. Just a way to mark the years. Susie said, so what about that Prince Harry? I don't know. I heard there was something going around saying that he was only there to give his brother body parts. Did anyone else hear this? It was really weird. I don't know. Allegedly, apparently, I don't know. Hey, Adriana, how you doing? Darren said, probably Alex in her prime. She had relations with herself on stage. King Snurgle gurgles and said, Susie, that's because the other side never stopped being pagan. January was one rule for them, one for us. Deb said it's called art, getting us to think it's all acceptable. Alex said she's gross, Darren. Ooh. Timmy said, I tested hopefully the donation. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Timmy. Oh, God, love you. It worked. Oh, my goodness. Oh, God, love you. Oh. I am Kai said it's just slow public brainwashing. Darren said she doesn't look human anymore, Alex. Yeah, she looks plastic. Madonna looks plastic, seriously. And God love you, Deb. I got that one. MJ said, oh my God, I saw a bit of reveal of supposed artwork in Boston for Martin Luther King. Freaking unbelievable, ugly, and you're literally confused looking at it. There's another one. You know the Satanic Temple or Satanic Church or whatever it is, right? Apparently they're having some do in some city somewhere. Masks required. Sorry, I had to laugh. Susie said things are about to explode in Montecito and Buckingham Palace. The family of a witness is coming forward this week. Harry beat her to a pulp and left her in a coma. Really? And Deb said, Timmy. Oh, I've jumped. There we are. There we are. I'm getting there. Okay. Alex said she literally looks plastic, Darren. Yeah, she does. Awesome, Deb, said Alex. Dealey said, what's that, Susie? King Snowball said, Darren, I believe you just said that about Alex. Alex, in her prime, she had... No, she was saying that about Madonna. They were saying that about Madonna had relations with herself on stage. Not very gentlemanly at all. I Am Kai said she looks like her facelift is just pins in the back of her head. Yeah, it looks like someone's standing behind her, pulling her face back. George said the UK needs to become a republic. So does Australia, but in the right way. You've got to do it in the right way because it's too easy to have an insane person running it. Darren said UK is becoming plastic plates and forks, banning plastic plates and forks but ignoring the wasteful packaging on foods. I wonder who has interest in wooden forks and paper plates. It's ridiculous. Ruff said, look up injecting oil into muscles. Oh, no. Do they really do that? Oh, no. Oh, Deb said, what, Susie? Alex said, oh, wow, Susie. Harry was boasting about killing people too. He's lost the plot. MJ said, Ruff, it pops like a zip. Darren said, Alex, she's more like half melted wax dummy. That's exactly what she looks like, a wax dummy. That's exactly. I thought polyester. She looks like she's like a mannequin. I Am Kai said, Alex, I completely missed that. Deb's laughing at Darren. King Snogleson said, talk about art. Look up the art painted on the Rothschilds racing yacht and then look at the artists on other work sponsored by them. Shows you their plan that matches the Denver airport art. Okay, hang on. Rothschilds racing yacht. Okay, artists. I might do a video on that, King Snowball Gurgleson. Deb says, sadly, some Marie Presley passing. Yes. She did a song called You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. I was watching it this morning. Because I was searching a different song. You know that song, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. You know where they stutter? Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Here's something you're never gonna forget. And that's this year, mind you. Dealey said the palace has been covering for him for years. He's sadistic with an insane temper, but he beat one of his horses to death, but he's done this to women as well. They're now coming forward. Oh my goodness. Menacing Muskrat said, I'm here. Hey, Menacing Muskrat. Darren said, oh, you have to feel for Harry rubbing cream on his todger and remembering his mother using it on the lips. He needs... Oh, I heard about that. He needs professional help. Yeah, apparently in one of his books, he had something wrong with his downstairs. And someone said, use this cream. And he remembers it was a cream that his mum used on her face and lips and stuff. And he put it down there. I don't know. It's just weird. Oh, I don't know. And thank you, Luna. God love you. Dealey said, wow, Susie, haven't heard any of it. I Am Kai said, Muskrat. Deb said, oh my God, double standard. Alex said, hey, Muskrat, hope you're feeling better. Yeah. Hope everyone's feeling better and the hubbies are feeling good and the missuses are feeling good and everyone's doing well and hopefully all those prayers worked for everyone. Alex said, awesome, Luna. King Snurgle said, anyone seen the latest pics of Simon Cowley? Looks like his adrenochrome supply's been cut off. Probably. Because they're starting, like Celine Dion's looking like that. Who else was there? There's a few of them. They look really awful. Dealey said, Muskrat, how are you and your husband? Yes. How's hubby going? I Am Kai said, I wonder who Megan's whipping girl is. Oh. MJ said, let me at him. I took Harry for a little bitch. Kill a horse, give me him. Yeah, exactly. Hurt a bloody animal for no... Oh, mate. Alex said, yes, King, he looks like a melted dummy too. Selena said, if you're exhausted or tired for no reason, Ephesians 6:11. Hang on. Ephesians, sorry. 6:11. Okay. George said, no, King, don't watch him. Susie said, oh, Hev, YouTube is ridiculous. Everyone knows you're a giant heart with hands and feet. That's pretty much all I am. Do you remember that song? Or who sung it? Daft Punk? Yeah, I think it was. It was way back in the early 2000s. And the chick was just standing there holding a heart. Like it was a massive red heart. And then it got small. And then it got big again. That song, I don't know, really got to me back then. But that's what it reminds me of, Susie. I'm a big heart with just hands and feet. Alex said, these people mutilating their faces, it's horrific. Oh, I know. Really, I wish everyone would kind of, leave it alone. You look okay as you are. Selena said, sorry, Ephesians 6:10-18. 10-18. Okay, got it. Alex said, I don't need the George, but I saw a pic of him on Twitter. King Snowgle said, George, neither do I, but the latest pics of him are worth looking at. He looks like he's melting. Really? Simon Cowell, I'll have to look up him too. Simon Cowell. I am Kai said, be right back, I'll look it up. Okay, well maybe I should do, hang on. Let me just get it on here first, and then I'll show you guys. Can I get pictures, images? Latest images, because I'm not seeing. Oh, okay, for those who don't know, where am I? Screen. This is Simon Cowell, how it used to look. Yep, we want 2022. Yeah, they're not going to show us, are they? I don't know. They're not really showing us. Oh, here, that he looks a bit. Yeah. See, he had a nice rounded face before, but now it's a bit. Oh, there he looks pretty bad. Yeah, he's starting to look really. I don't know. I don't know if you've got different pictures of him, but yeah, from what I can see, oh God. You saw a pic of him on Twitter. Okay, I might have to look that up on Twitter. Darren said maybe they're all waxworks. That's why they're afraid of warmer climate. George said there has been good-looking people who have effed themselves up with plastic surgery. There is. That's why I say, honestly, I think it makes people sometimes look worse, not better. A lot of times makes them look worse, not better. Delia agrees too. Alex said, could be Darren. I'm sure there's a horror film about Wax Museum, but I've not seen it. There's more than one, I think. Wasn't there one with Paris Hilton in it? Was that a wax one? I remember seeing a really bad movie with Paris Hilton. It was supposed to be a horror movie. It had Paris Hilton in it. Yeah. Okay, where am I up to? MJ said, George, you ain't kidding. They started out better than the after, the clowns. Yep. Alex said, yes, George, and they think they look good. Deb said, mine pancakes started out crap till I put bicarb. Honestly, if you've got cream of... it's a powder. Cream of tartar. I don't know. I don't know if it's got an E on the end or a T-A-R. I don't know. But that will make... I don't know. It makes it bubble and then it goes really lighter than even putting bicarb in there. It starts to activate the bicarb. And it's like foam. It's like pouring foam out. And then it turns into this real light, fluffy little pikelet. You're making me hungry. Susan says Simon Cowell actually looks like a melted candle now. I don't think that was the look he was going for. Sherry said the solar flares from the sun can also affect your health and emotions. Been having a lot of flares. Alex said ruined their faces. Quite sad they felt they had to do that. Darren said, yes, George, they want to look attractive to everyone, but everyone has different tastes. Anne said, sorry, was doing chores listening. I hope everyone's having a good gladder day. You too, Anne. Deb said, yes, spare anything that was needed, but once he had kids, they take over. Dealey said, plastic surgery is vandalism to the body created perfectly by God. MJ said, I like scars or freckles or chipped tooth, Cowlick's example, and perfection is beautiful. Yeah, I got scars on my face, pretty much all over my face, but anyway. They go away, well, they seem to fade a bit with age, you know, when you... Time, sorry, not age, time. Alex said, what a great way to do chores, Anne. Anne said, House of Wax, that's it. That's it. There was a remake, though, with Paris Hilton in it, wasn't there? Susie said, good pancakes need bicarb and baking powder for fluffiness. So which of these do you swap out for the cream of tartare? It'd be the baking powder then. Swap out the... You use the bicarb and the cream of tartare. I'm having trouble with the whole bloody word. I need to have the thing in front of me to read it. Yeah, you swap out the baking powder for it. And it just turns it, honest to God, there's a certain way. Hang on, let me see if I can find the bloody recipe. Because it was the only recipe I've ever found that said to do, this certain way of doing it. Oh, I hope I saved it. I bet you I didn't. Oh. Light, fluffy pikelets. That's what I looked up. And it'll go purple because it'll be the one that I actually... There it is. TheSimpleHealthyHub.com. How to make light and fluffy pikelets. TheSimpleHealthyHub.com. And honest to God... was this it? Hang on, just let me... Yes. And you got to beat the eggs and the sugar first together. There's a way of doing it. And I use butter, not coconut oil, because you can use coconut oil. You can use different flours, and you could also use raw or brown sugar in place of coconut sugar. You can use cashew milk if you don't want to use dairy milk, but I use dairy milk. Batters and dough made with cream of tartare and baking soda produce an instantaneous reaction. Go away. As a result, the batter should be cooked pretty soon after mixing. Yep. So make it and do it straight away. That's what I did. And if you get the right temperature and everything on your frying pan, they come out bloody excellent. So what was that? It's called, again, TheSimpleHealthyHub.com. Hang on, I'll see if I can... I can't put it in the chat. Shoot. Hang on. I'm going to see if I can find the thing and put the link in there. simplehealthyhub.com. And search in their website for, oh bugger, they keep throwing things up at me. Light fluffy pancakes. Pikelets. It went ahead. What's going on here? That working? Come on. Nothing found. I can find it on my phone, but I can't. Okay, I'm going to put it in the comments after the live stream. How's that? I can smell someone making toast. It's making me hungry. Okay. Darren said, I don't believe there's a good way to do chores. Dealey said the best way to do chores is have someone else do them. Yeah, or listen to someone, like a good stream while you're doing it, a long stream, you know? Because then you get it. Things just seem to be done before you know it. Alex said, yeah, well, Darren, chores are not fun. Yep. Alex said, yes, Dealey. MJ said, Dealey, yes. Anne said, maybe the word chore was too harsh. I'm making cookies now. Yum. MJ said, dang, you ain't seen nothing yet. King Snowball said the art the Rothschilds are pushing is violently disturbing. Oh, okay. Ruff said not to mention eating Mars bars through Uranus to get that big bum. Yes, true as well. Alex said, yeah, yes, I heard that about Harry and Elizabeth Arden Cream. He apparently narrates his own book. How cringe. Yeah. Do you think anyone else would want to narrate it for him? Dealey said, thanks for sharing the link. Alex subscribed. Excellent. Susie said, Lisa Marie looked altered and medicated at the Golden Globe. She couldn't stand in her own, was slurring her words. I hope they didn't medicate her to death. Alex said, Celine Dion looks something out of Cocoon. Deb said, they're looking a bit rough. I am Kai said, found it finally, short book. Darren said, don't understand the big bum thing. Your bum suits your body, yeah. Anne said he was eating cars, now he goes to bars where the people meet. Oh, yeah, rapture. Susie said, Celine Dion looks like the crypt keeper now. Yes, she does. Deb said, Hev has the best love. Thank you. Oh, well, I'm lost again. Oh my goodness. Alex said, oh, the crypt keeper from Tales from the Crypt, yep. Menacing Muskrat said, I cry, I will stripe you, heavens. Oh, thank you, Menacing Muskrat. I'll just check to make sure. Hasn't come through yet. Dealey said Blondie song, Anne. King Snowball said the pics of New Zealand horse hybrid that runs the place look terrible too. People are saying she's turning into a golem. Oh, yes. Jacinda Ardern or whatever her name is. Alex said, yes, Susie. Kai said, be right back. George said New Zealand horse hybrid. Deb said his face is melting. Alex said, look up Simon Cowell, then and now, so they do a side by side. MJ said his face is a mud puddle now. I remember a pic of him with little Peep. Type in Simon Cowell after surgery. Hang on, I'll go to Twitter and type in Simon Cowell. It should come up on there, eh? I don't know why I didn't do that before. Someone said, John Stamos said, I'm convinced Simon Cowell's died like 8 times and they've been trying to find people that look similar enough that we all just think it's bad surgery because these are 100% 3 different men. Okay. That one. That one. And that one. Interesting. Oh, Silvio Tatasconi, not Berlusconi, said Cher and Simon Cowell may have hundreds of millions in the bank, but when you've melted your face trying to look what you're not, you've nothing. Oh, dear God. Okay. Cher. Oh, I see. It does. His face is dropping. His face is sliding off. His face. Yeah, bro, what happened? Bro. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, okay, that's interesting, isn't it? Wow. Oh dear. King Snurgle said George O'Brien, Ardern, New Zealand dictator. Yep. Menacing Muskrat said, can you pray for me? Oh, definitely. I hope you're all right, Menacing Muskrat. Alex said Gordon Ramsay messed his face up too, apparently because Simon Cowell said it was a good idea. I'm sure I read that ages ago. Degley said, prayers for you, Muskrat. Definitely. Oh, Muskrat, I hope you're all right. Hope everything's all right. Susie said, Kenny Rogers always come to mind when I think of bad male plastic surgery. Yes. Yeah, Menacing Muskrat, everyone's saying yes, we'll all pray for you. Anne said, I know I sang that a couple of times, but Heart of Glass was more fun. Still equating Rapture with the Man from Mars, SpaceX Dragon, all about cars, and now he only eats guitars, frequencies. Alex said, sending you love and prayers, Muskrat. Deb said, I'll use cream of tartar next time. If only you said it earlier. I'm sorry. Alex said, I thought tartare sauce. No, it's tartare sauce. Went on fish and chips. Yes, it does. Dealey said, I used to love that song, Anne. I still have the album. And Deb said, are you okay, Menacing? I hope you're all right. I hope everything's all right. George said, used to fancy Blondie when I was a kid. I think most guys probably did when, they were younger. King Snurgle said, Cowell's face looked like they cut the middle 3 inches out of his face and stuck the 2 sides back together with rubber glue. Yeah, it does look strange. Alex said, imagine that, going to your plastic surgeon and saying, yes, I think I have the melted candle look, please. Susie said, Gordon Ramsay kind of looks like a Sharpie dog. Sherpie, is it Sherpie? I don't know how to say that. MJ said, Anne, knowing what Blondie was into parties, she was probably born into it. Early 80s pics of her and Michelle Pfeiffer look so pretty, so much alike, crazy. Mouth, lip, placenta, cheekbones, crazy like siblings. Oh, God love you. Thank you for subscribing. Did everyone see that this time? I don't know if it actually comes up in the right spot there. Oh, hang on. I can move it over so next time it will come up right in the middle. Okay, Darren said, yes, Alex, tartare sauce for fish, but not on my fish and chips. King Snurgle said either that or some old mafia connections caught up with him and did the old head in a vice and blowtorch treatment on him. I am Kai said, fish is gross, sorry. It's nice if you catch it fresh and eat it. It really is. Alex said, Susie, not anymore. He popped his creases out. Darren said, they'll be useful in a blackout, Alex. MJ said, soda water too. Susie said, pancakes are basically drop scones. So many Scots went to North America. I guess they were renamed at some point. So I'm not talking about like flat pancakes. I'm talking about, the little raised pikelets that you put jam and cream on. Or butter and maple syrup. Oh, making myself hungry. Alex said, Susie, not anymore. He popped his creases. I did read that. Alam Kai said, Susie, you mean stolen at some point? Alex said, I don't think I've ever had tartare sauce. Darren, mushy peas, yum. Oh, tartare sauce is beautiful on fish. It really is. I agree, Kai, says Dealey. I rarely eat it. It has to be prepared right to get rid of dirty, wormy water taste. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I don't like some fish you get is, it tastes very fishy, and I don't like that. You know, that real strong fishy taste is like, oh my God. It's like salmon. I can't eat salmon. It's just too strong. But any other fish that's not too strong, that's good. I am Kai said peas are gross also. Oh, mushy peas are yummy. Deb said I put cinnamon in mine today. Oh, yum. King Snowgle said the Rothschild yacht is called Gitana. Gitana. I am Kai said dealer, the smell transfers if you get my drift. Darren said I didn't like it as a kid, Alex. I never tried it. It's better to have ketchup or brown sauce to dip the chips. Hey, Geoloft, how you going? You just got my notification. Wow. YouTube hopeless. Alex said I saw a video the other day about parasites in fish, was pretty gross. Deb said all sounds gross. Dealey said yes, Kai. Everyone's saying, hey, Geoloft, how you doing? Susie said Alex, red snapper always has worms in it. I am Kai said lift. I hate autocorrect. Deb said sorry, that's loft, hey. George said Gitana, a Romani woman or girl from Spain, a female Spanish gypsy. Ooh. Ruff said I might try eating a Mars bar with his old fella. How's that? With his old fella. Nice Egg Lover said I made Rice Krispie bars yesterday. I added chocolate chips, so they ended up chocolate melt in your mouth. Oh, yum. I've got to get cooking again. It's been a while. Deb's laughing. Susie said Kai had to leave for a sec. Stolen what? I am Kai said Ruff, you must film that. Eating a Mars bar with your old fella. Ruff said I used to identify as a lollipop when I was young, but now thinks it's a leaking tap. MJ said, dang, I think he was right. Alex said, if she could turn back time. I am Kai said, better get checked out, Ruff. MJ said, no. Deb said, holy shit. George said, why would you do that to your face? Susie said, Pancakes is a great name for a cat. Alex is laughing at Ruff. King Snurgle said those are all cow pics those are the cow pics I was on about. I am Kai said he's melt all right. Susie said, what happened, Muskrat? Release Epstein client list said Donna said that's not him. I don't know if or not, but these people look sick. Yeah, they don't look like Madonna doesn't look like her, and Biden doesn't look like him, and that guy doesn't look like him, and Cher doesn't look like her, and oh my God. Darren said, how do they not sue the surgeons? Because that's not what it is. They've been drinking youthful donations from blood banks. You know, that's not how they get it. They do it worse than that, but I'm just trying to get around the algorithm. Bloody YouTube. Okay. I am Kai said they make you sign a release before touching you. Yeah, they do. Alex said, I think they think it looks good, Darren. MJ said, trying to wake and shake people up. I mean, obvious. One of these things is not like the other. Exactly. Geolof said, praying and sending you love, menacing Muskrat. Mrs. out to lunch. How you going? Hello, Heaven all. Sorry, getting on late, but wanted to say hello. That's okay. God love ya. Where am I up to now? Oh. Everyone's saying, hey, Mrs. out to lunch. Darren said, Alex, they look good on Halloween. King Snurgleson said, plastic surgeons get their patients to sign legal waivers so they can't sue if it all goes wrong. Yes. Hospitals do that too now. Alex said, saw half of the subscribe message, lol. Yeah, it's now on the full-on. And I realised it only happens if your YouTube account is like public. If you have privated your YouTube account, it won't show up doing that. So that's why I think when Menacing Muskrat tried last time, it didn't work. That's what my son told me anyway. Deb said, I wonder where oh yeah, Shannon's not here. Alex said, like Michael Myers, Darren. Kai said, just today I felt my face, skin, jowls giggling when I take jiggling when you take a step. Thought, wonder if boobs always do that. I'm old as dirt. George said, I'll grow old gracefully. Yeah, I'm not going down without a fight, no. When it happens, it happens. You can't fight it, really. I mean, you can try, but I'm not going to go to any extreme length to try and cover up I'm aging. What can you do? Everyone is. All of us who are alive right now are aging. Deal with it. Alex said, I think that what John Cusack looked like in Cell, the Michael Myers mask from Halloween, he did look weird in that, didn't he? King Snowball said, Alex, Shannon is out buying you an Easter present. This one needs even bigger batteries than the last one. King Snowball Gurgleson. Kai said, I got so much loose skin, my Audi has an overhang. Oh my god. You guys. Deb said their facial recognition is not going to work to open their phones. Exactly. Oh, this jumped again. MJ said, Deb, they get locked out. Hilarious. Oh my god. Dealey said, good point, Deb. Susie said, there's been a rumour forever that Debbie Harry is a satanic high priestess. This was a reveal from that Collins whistleblower that called himself Todd something. It wouldn't surprise me after the party of her cutting her cake that looked like her. It really wouldn't surprise me. Alex said, I was wondering that, Deb. Maybe he's working. Miss you, Shannon. Kai said, we all love you, Hev. Oh, God, love yous. Susie said, Muskrat, how was your burn? Oh, yeah. I hope you're all right, Muskrat. Sending the love and the prayers out for you. GLF said, have the type of fish you don't like are all in the mackerel family, saltwater and fresh. When you get your fish, tell staff no mackerel, vinegar and ultra pasteurised milk will pull out parasites. Deb said, we can't put that on YouTube, rough. It could get banned. Alex said, buffering. Oh, Brit freezing. Kai said, I'm proud of my wrinkles and scars, I earned them. George said, okay, I thought it was just me. Okay, has anyone, Deb said, has anyone seen the Penis Puppet Show? Oh, Deb, thankfully, no. Susie said, you soak the fish in vinegar and milk, please. What are the amounts? How long? Alex said, I think it's back. I'm having trouble with my stream, am I? It's about that time. I should probably go, actually. George said, I'd rather watch paint dry, Deb. Kai said, I got my own show going on. Deb said, yeah, that's why Shannon isn't here. He stars in it. Deb said, Kings is filling in for Shannon. Alex is laughing at Deb. Alex said he's a naughty boy. Ruff said, yes, Deb, every day. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Okay, let's try and do an outro, right? We'll see if it works. Let me know in the comments straight away if this doesn't work. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I'll be back probably with a video tomorrow because I've got a haircut in the morning. So, okay, guys, let me know. I hope you get this outro.
but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And we're all going life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.